Why is every cast intimidated by Tamara? Why is every cast trying to be Tamara's friend probably at this time? Because tell me why Prima invited Tamara for an outing, and tell me why Umrah literally hired Tamara. It is literally giving everybody is trying to be friends with Tamara. Anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Nini and I am the queen of the tea, and this is where we literally come together and give opinions about these reality TV shows. Otherwise, guys, subscribe, like, hit that notification button so that whenever I post any video, you're able to watch. Welcome, guys, the new episode for this weekend. Let's talk about it. Guys, first of all, let's first talk about Zahara Toto. At this point, I'm like, okay, what is going on in Zahara Toto's head? Because, girl, what do you even mean you want to start up? I do not want to say like a company, because literally the way Zahara Toto explained it, like the way she did her explanation, it is not giving this is a company. It is giving, this is, should I say rebranding, or should I say a business or a shop or something, like literally at this point? Because Zahara Toto, what do you mean? Because Zahara Toto said she wants to start up like a cosmetic business. She wants to go in for a skincare business, literally what she called a company, but then me, I would say a business. So let's first go by her words. Zahara Toto said she wants to start up a skincare business, a skincare company, and she says she will be literally selling imported items, like skincare items, and also country based, like local based items. At this point, I'm like, is this a company, or you just want to tell us you are going to start up a business, or you are going to rebrand other people's items, or you are going to do retail or something? Because at this point, I'm kind of not convinced it is a company, though she called it a company. And because for me personally, I really feel like when you say you want a company, I really feel like you talking about a company, it involves branding, it involves literally distribution, and it also involves ownership of the formula that you are going to use in these skincare products. But then when you talk about you want a company, and you talk about you want to be importing finished goods from other countries, and also maybe reselling the home-based skincare products, it is giving you want to start up a business. Is it a shop? Is it a retail, wholesale? What exactly? Because it isn't making sense to me, Zahara. It is not making sense. Just tell the people you want to come into the skincare business. That is literally better. But then when you talk about your own company, we look at the formulation, Zahara Toto. You are supposed to own that formula for these items you are going to produce. But then when you talk about you are bringing already made items from the diaspora, literally, and also trying to resell these items, the Ugandan best, literally. At this point, I'm like, is this a company? Is this a business, literally? Because it is not making sense to me. Because to me, I really feel like it is literally a business. Maybe if she had said, okay, I want to join the skincare business, like it would have made sense to me. And another thing, this part where this lady was talking to Zahara Toto, and she told Zahara Toto she needed a reason, like she literally needed a reason to start up this company. And guys, guess what? Zahara Toto said she wants to start this company just because people tell her, oh, your skin is nice, or your skin is nice, what do you use on your skin? Like, girl, me probably personally, I really feel like you need a better reason. Like you need a real reason for you to start up this company you are talking about. But you having a nice skincare, you having like literally your skin being nice, or having some nice texture of the skin does not mean you start up a business, literally. Maybe you having a nice skin, you having that good skin literally would make you a skincare influencer, but then it does not in any way help you start a business, like literally, and skincare routine business or company, literally. At this point, I really feel like you need a proper reason, Zahara Toto. Like you need to tell us something like, oh, I did my research, or I researched about this, or this, or this, or that. Then we'll be like, okay, she's going to formulate something good. Okay, let's trust her. But then, girl, who is going to even trust you with her items without anything? You did not study this cosmetic thing. You did not do any research. You just want to come with your items, carry from wherever you're carrying, and you bring to the country, or maybe the home-based items, and you just resell to these people. Literally, you need a little bit of information, like literally. You need a little bit of the knowledge about the items you want to sell. Like, it did not make sense to me at this point. It is giving, Zahara Toto just say you want to enter into the skincare business and that's it. Like, because you cannot wake up one morning just because you have a nice skin, just because people tell you, oh, Z, your skin is good, or Z, or this, or that, and you want to start up a skincare company. Like, it does not make sense. Make some research, go at least do some formulations, like try to see how this thing works literally. You cannot jump out of the blue and you hear you want to start up a skincare business just because what if these people always lie to you? Because sometimes people do not have much to say. Sometimes they are looking for a conversation and they just tell you your skin is good. You cannot just start a business or a company just because somebody told you, oh, your skin is good. The only part you can convince me about is, oh, you want to influence this item because you have a nice skin. I'll be like, okay. But starting up a company just because somebody told you, oh, you have a nice skin or this and this, like, it is giving, it is already giving. Who will buy your items if you do not know? It is giving. You even do not know the items you'll be selling because you need the knowledge, you need the research. And you have to have some idea about these products. It is giving. Everybody is going for skincare just because they are told they have some nice skin. Like Zahara just. It wasn't giving Zahara. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't giving. Like, yo, girl, do some research. Do something, like literally convince us with something literally for us to believe you, like literally. But you cannot jump just because somebody told you have a nice skin and you want to start this. So like it was not giving Zahara Toto. It was not giving because what do you mean? Anyway, that is not my business, but that is what Zahara Toto thinks. Like she's going to start up a business just because somebody told her, oh, you have a nice skin, whatever it is. Let's now jump to this Prima and Tamara's, outing where they went to play, is it paddle, something like that tennis. Anyway, getting to that part, yes, I like the fact that Prima is trying, like to make friends with, Tamara. But then at this point, I'm asking myself, is Prima intimidated by Tamara? And why is everybody trying to be friends with Tamara? Like literally, it is, giving question marks, like Tamara, yo girl, we can now see your presence in this, in this show. Because why is everybody like there? Why does everybody want to be your friend? At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. You better keep that drama, girl. You better bring that drama to the table. Let's talk about this, trying to catch up, trying to know each other of Prima and Tamara, they're out. And Prima asked, do you follow me? I'm like, girl, must everybody follow you? Anyway, it is what it is. Prima asked Tamara, like, do you think you fit or do you think you are the right person to join the group or what is the reason for you joining the group? And Tamara is like, oh, she feels like these people need young energy. At this point, I'm like, Tamara, these people need what? Young energy. I'm like, okay, which young energy are we talking about? Because definitely if you're talking about these people need young energy. Also, Umrah is not an old person because she told us she's, a young person. So at this point, I'm like, okay, Sheena is also not an old person. What do you mean? You mean all these people are old in a way that they need the young energy because it is not giving. At the same time, let's talk about Prima talking about Sheena being her friend and not trusting her. At this point, I'm like, okay, Prima, wait a minute. At this point, I'm like, with Prima's reasons or with the reason she gave, trust me, I'm going to believe her or I'm going to be on her side. Because literally, you get Sheena like literally laughing with a person. She said she will not, like she needed an apology from Umrah. And yet they were, like laughing on the table. I'm like, okay, yes, Prima is right not to trust, Sheena. But then at the same time, I will say, if you do not trust me, then do not call me your friend. I will say, if Prima does not trust Sheena, then this thing where they say they are friends, because me personally, I feel like in friendship, trust comes first. Because you cannot, literally, you cannot call somebody your friend. You cannot call somebody you don't trust your friend. It does not happen. But anyway, guys, leaving all that aside, I like the fact that everybody is trying to catch up with, Tamara, trying to fill her in, trying to do something about, like everything. And the fact that Prima said she was willing to help, I'm like, okay, girl. We see. But anyway, I like the fact. I do not know what you guys think about this, Tamara and, Prima. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think this friendship will work out or do you think it is something like they want to literally get just out of her? I don't know what you think. Tell me what you think, guys, in the comment section. Okay, with all that said about Tamara and Prima, let's now talk about Umrah and Tamara. Okay, at this point, I'm like, okay, why is everybody rushing? Why does everybody want to be friends with Tamara? Tamara, this influence is giving. Girl, you have them. You have these people around. You have them with you. Anyway, let's talk about Umrah hiring Tamara. So Umrah hires Tamara. It looked like a direct hiring literally. Do you know a direct hiring? An order that comes from the CEO and it's like, okay, have this person. At this point, I'm like, is this Umrah being professional? Because it did not make sense to me. Anyway, Umrah said, are looking at Tamara's, body, like literally, she talked about Tamara's body and calmness, like literally they align with self. I'm like, okay, what other reason? At this point, I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for a proper reason, literally, or maybe a proper process of hiring. I'll be like, okay, Tamara is good to go. But then with all this, it is giving, okay, Umrah wants to be friends with Tamara, and the only way she could be friends with Tamara is hiring her, or it is already giving Umrah wants to bring Tamara under her control because it is not giving. Let's get into it, guys. So Umrah hires Tamara and she sends maybe the person in charge of hiring or the human resource, who is her sister. So they meet. First of all, this place where they met did not make sense to me. You're hiring Tamara for this modeling. You are in a clothing business and we see that, like interview, should I say interview, should I say contract signing, or maybe negotiations happening in a studio. At this point, it is giving, is Tamara a musician? Is Tamara here for a podcast? Is like literally, it wasn't making sense to me. But leaving that aside, anyway, it is what it is. Going back to business, the human resource, who is Tamara's sister, comes and is ready to meet Tamara. Tamara is here and they sit, and the next thing like, hi, like, literally, have you been here? I'm like, okay, no more questions. And then serious question we hear is, okay, how much have you been working for? And she states the money and they just say, okay, that is not bad. Like, girl, this does not make sense to me. Probably, I don't know whether I'm just a poor woman or I'm just an angry, a bitter woman, but of course I think I am not, but it does not make sense to me. But I really feel like in every business there should be negotiations, literally. I really feel like there would have been some little negotiation, because you just ask a direct question like, how much do you usually work for? And she stated her amount, though I did not listen to the amount, like I did not get to catch that real amount. And you just say, okay, that is not bad. And the next thing is you're shaking hands, you're agreeing, like, girl, that is not the way they do business. I don't know whether I'm just an angry, poor, bitter woman, but I really feel like when it comes to business, there should be negotiations, because I really feel like it is not about the money. I really feel like at this point, it is just about positioning. I really feel like it is literally about positioning the business. It is about literally you aligning your position, you positioning you, and also maybe the respect. You need that negotiation. What do you mean? Okay. And you're shaking hands and you're going. That literally, it is not giving any negotiation ethics. Like, it is, to me, I really feel like, at least if you had negotiation, like, I even don't know. I really feel like if there have been negotiations, the amount would have reduced a little bit, and maybe that would have helped at the business in some other way. I really feel like it wasn't making sense. The very get-go from the beginning to the hiring process, like, it did not make sense to me. I don't know whether I'm just an angry, bitter woman, but it did not make sense to me. Umrah's sister, it did not make sense. You really needed to do a little bit of negotiations before we sign this contract. Because I really feel like you cannot just ask somebody, how much have you been working for? And just like that, you're like, okay. We did not see people discuss about the terms. What were the terms of this contract? Like, literally. What were the terms of the contract? Okay, if you ask how much has been working for, we expected you to do a little bit of negotiation, like, but you did not. You sounded like, how do I call it? You felt all seemed like a naive person. It was giving, oh my God, Tamara, we need you so bad. If we don't have you, this company will collapse. Like, that is how it felt like, because you needed a little bit of some negotiations. Like, yo. Anyway, that is not my business. That is their business. Now getting to the shooting part. we are here in the shooting. You know, Tamara is here for her first time. She says, oh, she feels like she's going on a blind date. We're like, okay, we're waiting for this part. They are shooting, and yeah, it looks good. Let's go. Then Umrah asks Tamara, before we go on, how old are you? At this point, I'm like, okay. Umrah, you are the very person who asked the same question when you people were, is it on Onomo, at Onomo? When you people were there, the whole crew, you asked her how old she is. And you're still asking the same question, like literally. Are you trying to understand, or are you trying to know whether she's old, young, or like literally? Or to me personally, all this, it is giving Umrah wants to get Tamara under her control. I don't know why, but then that is what it gives me. And now talking about the shoot, they are shooting, and the next thing we hear is it is either you know how to pose or you don't know. That is Umrah. And again, she says, when a company approaches or when a brand approaches you, you're supposed to do what? You're supposed to do some research about the company, come know what you like, the poses, know what they're about. I'm like, okay. And she says she does not like repeating herself. I'm like, okay. At this point, Umrah, it is giving you want to get Tamara under your control, which is okay. But I don't know why, but it felt less like, you know, it felt less like a leader, and it sounded, it is feeling more like you want that dominance at this point, because it is giving you want Tamara under your control. And then the next thing is they are done the shoot. Tamara, you know, is trying after all these questions of, is it your first time? She expects you to have the poses. You either know the poses or you don't, all that. And now we get to the point of payment. And they ask Tamara why she does not have a signature. And Tamara gives her reasons. She feels like she's young. She's still trying to get there. She's doing this, you know, like she's trying to get through it, to get there, trying. Which is understandable, because at some point I really feel like you did not rush, or you did not need to rush with things of signatures, because this is something you put on almost most of your most important things. I really feel like for a signature, you should take your time, like literally be sure of the signature you really want to use. You know, Mama is asking her why she does not have a signature. And I'm like, okay. She gave you the reason. And anyway, let's talk about this part of the payment. Umrah is talking about, this is what I budgeted for, and this is what you asked for. At this point, I'm like, just like Tamara said, Umrah, you like showing off. Because, okay, if that is what she had budgeted for, what she had asked for, why didn't you just carry the very amount? Or why didn't you just roll the very amount she had asked for, put it in one position after the shoot, just give it to her? Like literally, it does not make sense. And me personally, I really feel like you cannot pay me in camera. Like literally, like what is that supposed to mean? What if we get out, we are done shooting, and sales come for me? Like literally, I really feel like let's make sales really sound like a big company, like you want it to be. Pay me, like, yes, I like the fact that she was paid immediately, but then I did not like the fact that she was paid in camera. Like literally, it wasn't making sense. Like literally, pay me through the bank, you keep the receipts, it is okay. We did not have to see how much payment or what you budgeted for, all this. Anyway, it is Prima's business. Sorry, not Prima. It is Umrah's business and Tamara, not me. But then this hiring of hers and this shoot and what, to me, I'm not like I'm being a bad person. But then I really feel like it will create its own drama. I really feel like after some time, Tamara will come and tell us. She will come and give us the details, literally. She will come and give us the details, because this hiring and this whatever is not giving real. It is not giving real. Me personally, I really feel like Umrah wants to get Tamara under her control. Even when she says she's going to be her mentor, she's going to take her, she's going to teach her how to make those poses or whatever, being a model, being an influencer. To me, it is giving she wants Tamara under her control, and that is the only way she can keep thinking is getting that she's better than everybody in that group. She feels like she's now intimidated by Tamara, and the only way she can keep Tamara under her control, and she'll be that girl. Anyway, what do you think about this whole situation? Anyway, leaving Umrah and Tamara's business aside, because that is not, let's just give it time, guys. We know the story will come, something will come. It is what it is. It will come. Definitely, it's just a matter of time. It will come. Anyway, let's now talk about, this Prima and her baby daddy. Literally, me personally, I really feel like we are tired of this back and forth Prima and her baby daddy. Literally, it is giving, yo, if you want to get back together, get back together. We are tired. It is not the only content you people can give to us literally at this point. Anyway, let's talk about this baby daddy thing. Oh God. So Prima is invited by the baby daddy to the studio. First of all, she does not know why she's invited. But then secondly, why would you even give your baby daddy that chance or that, like literally, that space where where that baby daddy, where Geosteady will even have the morale or the guts of inviting Prima. Prima, why do you even give him all those chances? Why do you give him that benefit of the doubt for him to think like he has to invite you to his studio sessions? But your ex says like literally you're trying to move on and now he's inviting you back to do things you used to do with him when you were still together. It is not making sense. That was the first red flag you would have read. You would have told him, oh, I'm not coming. Anyway, maybe that is what the Kampala Creme crew wanted. Let's go. So Prima goes to the studio and now the next thing is the song they are playing. The song has Prima's name in it. At this point, it is giving literally what I told you guys in the previous, seasons, sorry, not seasons, episodes. So Prima's name is in, the baby daddy's song. And let's not forget, Prima's baby daddy is an artist. And the next thing Prima is asking, why is my name here? Literally, that was a right question to ask. But then the way you asked it was giving, oh, I want it to be there. You would have put a serious face and like, yo, why is my song in this? Literally, why is my name in this song? And literally now the baby daddy is talking about, yo, that is why I called you. You see, are you complaining? Your name is the only name here. I'm not singing about anybody. And like Prima literally, guys, I like the fact that Prima is, smart, even when some people think she's not smart. But then she's a smart woman. She knows this guy is trying to throw shade at her. And she says it. She tells Geosteady, like, why are you trying to throw shade? You're literally singing about your new wife. Why is my name? Or like, why is her name in the song? And that Geosteady is trying to, he's trying to play this, I don't know how. Literally just like a victim, or should I say he's trying to play these emotional games, like literally but that do not make sense right now. Everything was not making sense. And it was giving Geosteady needs Prima for this song to become a hit. It was giving, Prima has to have an idea, or Prima has to do something, or Prima has to create some scandal. Because it was giving, to me personally, I really feel like, Geosteady invited Prima to the studio so that, Prima could create some scandal that would be a scandal, and now the song would be a hit. That is what it was literally giving. And anyway, they in the studio, they are talking about that, and Prima, they will now want to talk about the reasons for the separation or the reasons for the breakup. Because Prima said there were lots that were not said, a lot was not said. At this point, I'm like, okay, what was not said? Because we are tired of being in all these scandals. Prima, Geosteady, Geosteady is using Prima. Yes, it is the truth. Because every time there is a show, every time Geosteady has a show, there will be a scandal of Prima and Geosteady. It is literally giving Geosteady's career cannot move on, or it cannot be successful without Prima. Anyway, now they want to talk about reasons why they broke up. And now the next thing is, Prima, and like Geosteady wasn't feeling like a man in the house. That is why he would sometimes go and sleep at in the studio. And Prima is talking about you used to sleep at the studio because that is where your new wife was, and the new wife was your receptionist. At this point, I'm like, okay, we know all this. We know that the wife was the receptionist, and we know he used to sleep in the house, but with us knowing all this, I really feel like Geosteady was playing the victim, just like Prima said. And like it is Geosteady's strategy. It was giving Geosteady's strategy for him to make sure his song is a hit. And unfortunately, at some point, the song even failed to become a hit. It did not, things did not work out for this song. Because me personally, I've not had this song move, like become a hit, like blah. We've not seen it. And guys, guess what? Talking about he wasn't feeling like a man in his home, that is why they did. Oh, we are like, okay, we are tired of the same stories. And now also Prima comes out to say just they would go outside, sleep outside. There was a time he traveled to Kasese for 7 days or 7 weeks or whatever. And, like just they did not communicate. At this point, I'm like, okay, move on. These two people are literally me. I do not have any kind words for the two of them. I really feel like Geosteady was trying to make Prima be there, create a scandal so that this song becomes a hit. And this song did not become a hit, literally. And Geosteady needs Prima for his career to become successful. At this point, it still comes to me like, okay, if you need Prima more than you need your wife, at least let your wife go, come back Prima. And if you feel like you need your wife more than you need Prima, let Prima go. Why are you inviting her in these studio sessions that do not make sense at this point? Because we are tired. Let's move on. The only scandal now we want to listen to, George, is your scandal with your new wife. But then let Prima go. Because Prima herself asked you, what if my husband or what if my new man listens to this song? And it's like, yes, just like you said, or just like you talked about paying Prima commission for her name being the song, literally. I wanted Prima to stick to that. Not talking about these other issues, because these other issues we already know, like literally. I wanted Prima to stick to this, getting the commission, literally, because Prima, I know you are a businesswoman and you want some money, like literally. Why didn't you ask for the commission, literally? I wanted the whole conversation to literally be about the commission. Because if Prima's name is in the song, she's supposed to get at least some payment, like literally. But then you're beating around the bush talking about why you broke up, everything was not making sense to me. Okay, he used to sleep out. Yes, you broke up. Literally, it wasn't making sense. Everybody should move on. We are tired of the same stories. We need new content. We cannot have the same content, like literally all the time. Me personally, it did not make sense to me. These things, George, whatever you wanted did not work out. If you wanted Prima so that there would be a scandal and now your song becomes a hit, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Prima did not like the song actually. Anyway, it is what it is. I do not know what you people think about this Prima and Geosteady situation, but then me personally, I really feel like everybody should move on. Let the bygones live bygones, leave the past be the past. Everybody go on. I don't know what you guys think about Prima and Geosteady, this relationship, this kind of baby daddy mommy, like literally, what do you think about all this? Do you think both of them have moved on, or do you think these people still have feelings for each other? And another thing, what do you think about the friendship between Prima and Tamara? Do you think that friendship can be created, something bigger can be created with them? Or do you think it is just a friendship of convenience or something? It is a show. And what do you think about Zahara Toto's company, so-called company, she calls a company, whereby me personally, I believe it is not company, it is supposed to be called a business. What do you think about all that? And what do you think about Umrah Murungi hiring Tamara? Do you think it is a genuine hire, or do you think something, or do you think Tamara really, or do you think Umrah Murungi really wants to get Tamara in her, power, wants to get to control Tamara so that she could be that good girl, she could be, the girl up there, the girl who she thinks she is. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much. Get to the comment section. Tell me what you think about this episode. I love you so much. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification button so that whenever I post any video, you're able to watch. I love you so much. Bye.